Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Now Bortles looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. Sammy Watkins, he's going to go. 20, 10, touchdown, Jaguars. Sammy Watkins, an 80-yard touchdown, and the Jags have taken the early lead. A long way to go in this one. I'm sure that's not the only score we'll see today, but to jump out like that, very good.
Yeah, everyone wants to set the pace. You know, in a game like this, you want people chasing you. You don't want to be the team chasing them. That's exactly what they did.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And now running right through it. Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack, and on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Second down, Dalton. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. What's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep. Now, that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Dalton throwing on second down. Forced out to his left. And avoids the contact by sliding. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
The first down throw coming for Dalton. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
3 yards to go here on second down. First time with Hill. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a third down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets it down to the 32. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, 4th coming.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot. And on that play, they were able to stop him short of a first down.
They'll try and run with Mixon. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created the push back into the opposing backfield. And
for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on 4th down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
Here we go. Blue 40. Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Bortles now to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail. 4 down.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Eight
yards still remaining here on 3rd down.
Black 58 rail. Black 58. Green 39. Green 39.
The tight end Olsen in motion. On 3rd down, Murray. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Bortles now on 1st down. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. Past the 20. And he takes this down deep into Cincinnati territory. A gain of 32 that time. He's really good, Robinson is, at getting yards after the catch, isn't he?
And he came into the league with the reputation of being kind of a high flyer. You know, a guy can go up and get the ball in a crowd, which he's able to do. But he's also a guy that when he makes the catch, he can make people miss and pick up that rack yardage. Great run after catch player.
From Penn State, telecommunications major, wants to get into sports broadcasting, so heads up.
I'm getting a little nervous over here.
Me too.
Keep playing Allen.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. The tight end Olsen in motion. They go with Murray again. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. This is T.J. Yeldon. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Well, 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes the Jaguars. Jason Myers now for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Myers able to knock it through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. It's 2nd down. Dalton looking. He finds an opening past the 40. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Ross. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. Fresh set of downs here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They'll run it now out of the gun. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds, and they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line.
Black 58, rail. Black 58, rail. 4 down. Green 90. Green 90.
In motion right is Robinson. They'll start out on the ground. It's T.J. Yeldon. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Okay, work with me here. Make sure I'm clear on this one. Inside their own 10-yard line and they run a toss play, I know it works, but ordinarily that takes a lot of chutzpah to do something like that because only thing more dangerous is trying to throw the ball in that situation and maybe taking a big loss.
Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. Going for the deep ball. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd.
Here we go. Slow. Ace. Here we go now. Green 90.
Throwing is Bortles. Throw left side complete. It's Watkins. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Going to give this time to the tailback. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now they try the right side here. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. Call it a 3-yard gain, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. Now a handoff here to his running back. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Now they'll run it on the toss. A good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll try and run for it. Here's Hill. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
First and 10 for Dalton. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Khalil Mack in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Mixon hit, and the ball is out. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Now, Bengals on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 14. All right, let's see what Dalton can do after the fumble recovery. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll go down at the 28. So a minute 56 to play in this first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55. But you'll see it just conk off that upright, and they're denied a chance at 3 points.
Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Yeldon. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first. They'll try to run for it with Yeldon. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. A first down carry now for Yeldon. Yeldon fighting. He lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Green will come in motion right. They'll start here with a give to Mixon. And he's brought down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Dalton saying, let's get going here, guys, as he rallies them to get set. In motion right comes Green. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 34. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. As the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now they'll run it on the toss. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Dalton saying, let's get going here, guys, as he rallies them to get set.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and, boy, they were successful.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you downstate to Orlando to check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up. And we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Dalton throwing the out route incomplete. That's Ross. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. And now here's a carry heading left. And he loses the football a second time.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. A near turnover, but the offense recovers it. Now they'll try to regroup on 2nd. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now a handoff looking right. Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. And now to the air, Dalton. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Ross. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. 45 yards. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. Now D.D. Westbrook to return. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you. I think it's okay there they didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Second down now after the pass completion.
Here we go now. Green, 90. Black, 58, rail. Black, 58, rail. Z. Here we go. Blue, 45.
Bortles going to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. Give him 30 yards there.
The best passing attacks in the NFL often incorporate the guys out of the backfield catching the football. And that's what we just got on that play. As a primary receiver, not always just a check down, not always a safety valve. Sometimes they just get it to them right away because they have the matchup advantage.
On first down, Murray. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
On second down, here's Bortles. Quick hitch, complete. It's Robinson. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
The Jaguars on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. In motion left is Watkins. On third down, Yeldon might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on 4th. Bortles will keep it. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first. Now this time Bortles will throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. To throw is Bortles. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Watkins. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. From the gun, it's Bortles. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Dalton, 1st and 10. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Green will come in motion right. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. Dalton here from the gun. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Now the Bengals on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And they'll run it here. He loses 5 full yards to bring up 4th.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on third down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed them for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
The tight end, Olsen, in motion. Again, it's Murray. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. The Jaguars on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Now Bortles. And caught left side, Olsen. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Here's Brian Anger now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's 2nd down. Second down following the incompletion. Throwing again. Dalton. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. So the D-line's going to spread out. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Now Dalton. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Khalil Mack in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Bortles to throw on 2nd down. A quick hitter complete. It's Lee. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now Bortles out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Latavius Murray, the 20, 10, touchdown, Jaguars. Latavius Murray, 74 yards. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall at the 24-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 47. Facing this 4th quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock. They know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. 10th carry of the game now. Murray. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
Black 58, rail. Black 58.
Bortles now on first down. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary.
And he is going to be hit and taken down. Bortles sacked.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
And the wideout in motion. On third and long, it's Bortles. He's going to let it go deep and intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. William Jackson with a pick. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on third and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they're getting blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
And they'll indeed take a knee. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. Now the Bengals on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Montana.